Good morning. Today we will see Claverino's equation. This equation is based on the maximum principal strain theory of failure, but it is applied to closed end cylinders or cylinders fitted with heads made of ductile material. According to this equation, the thickness of a cylinder T is equal to dr divided by 2 into bracket square root of sigma plus into bracket 1 minus 2 mu into pi divided by sigma minus 1 plus mu into pi minus 1, where sigma is equal to SUT upon SYT upon Fs. Therefore, this is known as Claverino's equation. T is equal to divided by 2 into bracket square root of sigma plus into bracket 1 minus 2 mu into pi divided by sigma minus 1 plus mu into pi minus 1, where s sigma is equal to SYT upon Fs. Clavinot's equation is used for ductile material and for the closed end cylinders. Therefore, please write down this equation so that we will solve the problem. Please write. I think you have written. Therefore, we'll see the problem. Example 5. The inner diameter of a cylindrical tank of a liquefied gas is 300 mm. The gas pressure is limited to 15 megapascal. The tank is made of plain carbon steel 10C4. SUT is equal to 340 Newton per mm square, and mu, that is Poisson's ratio, is equal to 0.27, and the factor of safety is 5. Calculate the cylinder wall thickness. Now, how to identify which equation we have to use? Now, since this is cylindrical tank of a liquefied gas, therefore you are knowing, we have seen the tankers carrying the petrol, diesel, or gas. Now, whatever the tankers are there, that their ends are closed. Their ends are closed. And also, we have to check for material. Now, this is plain carbon steel. Therefore, this is ductile material. Therefore, material is ductile and cylinder is closed at both ends. Therefore, we can say that we have to apply Claverino's equation. Therefore, we will see the solution. Solution. In that given data, we have to write. First of all, inner diameter they have given, that is di, is equal to 300 mm. Gas pressure Pi is equal to 15 megapascal, which is equal to 15 Newton per mm square. Then they have given SUT or SYT, whatever it is. We'll consider it as SYT here. Hmm, SYT. Therefore, SYT is equal to 340 Newton, 340 Newton per mm square. Then Poisson's ratio mu is 0.27. Then factor of safety Fs equal to 5. Therefore, first of all, we will calculate sigma. Therefore, calculate sigma or permissible stress WSYT which is equal to E for you. Therefore, sigma is equal to how much? Calculate. What is it? I think it is 68 Newton per mm square. Just to check. Now you have to write down which equation we have to use. Therefore, write here since material of the tank is ductile and cylinder is closed both ends. Therefore, using Clavirino's equation, Clavirino's equation. Therefore, you write down here T is equal to what is Clavirino's equation? dr divided by 2 into bracket square root of sigma plus 1 minus mu into pi divided by sigma minus 1 minus mu, sorry, 1 plus mu into pi minus 1 minus 1. Therefore, substitute the values and calculate the answer. Therefore, E is equal to di means 300 divided by 2 into bracket square root of sigma 68 plus 1 minus 2 into 0.27 into pi means 15 divided by 68 minus 1 plus 0.27 into 15 minus 1. Calculate the thickness and tell me the answer. Sir, hello. Hello, what is the answer? Hello, answer. What is calculating? The answer. I think answer is 35.54 mm. Pranay, you are not calculating? Hello, 54 mm, which is near 36 mm. Therefore, this is the answer. Now, next point is auto frettage or stretch. Now, auto frettage is a process of pre-stress cylinder before using it. Is in case of high pressure cylinders and gun barrels. When the cylinder is subjected to internal pressure, the superficial stress sigma T at the inner surface lifts the pressure capacity of the cylinder. Increased procedural compressive stresses are on the inner surface. When the cylinder is increased, the residual compressive stresses at the inner surface begin to decrease, become zero, become while the pressure is increased. Auto voltage increases the pressure capacity of the cylinder. It has close the cracks within the cylinder, resulting in increased electron strength. Therefore, auto voltage is nothing but pre-stressing the cylinder so that residual compressive stresses are developed at the inner surface. And when these cylinders are going to be loaded, at that time these residual compresses at the inner surface will decrease and become zero, and finally become tensile as the pressure is gradually increased. Therefore, Auto fittage increases the pressure capacity of the cylinder. Always remember. And another advantage that the residual compressive stresses close the cracks within the cylinder, resulting in increased end roll strength. Therefore, there are three methods of pre-stressing the cylinder. They are as follows. First is compound cylinder. It consists of two concentric cylinders with outer cylinder shrunk onto the inner one. This is outer cylinder. This is inner cylinder. This outer cylinder is shrunk on the inner one. This induces compressive stresses in the inner cylinder. Compound cylinder is extensively used in practice. A compound cylinder consisting of a cylinder and a jacket is shown in figure A. The inner diameter of the jacket is slightly smaller than the outer diameter of the cylinder. Therefore, this is the cylinder and this is the jacket. Now, what is written here? The inner diameter of the jacket means this diameter is smaller than the outer diameter of the cylinder. Means what? Suppose outer diameter of the cylinder is 100 mm. Therefore, inner diameter of the jacket may be 99 mm or maybe 99.5 mm. So that when this jacket is going to be fitted on the cylinder, interference fit is going to be developed, and then this jacket will get clamped or will get fitted on this cylinder. Therefore, in that case, this tensile stress, it is developed. Tensile stress is nothing but P into d3 square plus d2 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square, where d3 is nothing but outer diameter of the jacket, d2 is nothing but inner diameter of jacket or outer diameter of the cylinder, and d1 is nothing but inner diameter of the cylinder. Therefore, this equation we have to use while solving the problem. Sigma T tensile stress is equal to P into bracket d3 square plus d2 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square. When the jacket is heated, it expands sufficiently to move over the cylinder. Now, how to fix this jacket on the cylinder? This jacket we have to heat. This jacket we have to heat so that this inner diameter of the jacket will get expanded, and we have to just fit it on the cylinder so that when it will cool, when that jacket will cool, then at that time this jacket will be fitted with interference fit over the cylinder. Now you are knowing that the wheel of bullock cart, those who are having bullock cart, I will speak in Marathi, ज्यांच्या घरी बैलगाडी आहे आणि तुम्हाला माहित असेल बैलगाडीची जी चाका असतात त्याच्यावरती एक लोखंडाची पट्टी असते अशी सर्क्युलर, त्याला धाव म्हणतात. तर ती कशी बसवतात? अशीच बसवतात. जी व्हीलचं जे आहे डायमीटर, बैलगाडीचा जो व्हीलचा डायमीटर आहे, सपोज 500 mm will take. It is more than that, and that strip is there of iron. That strip, its inner diameter may be less than 500 or maybe 499 mm. At that time, when it is it is at atmospheric temperature, therefore that strip will not fit over the wheel of the bullock cart. At that time, what we have to do? We have to heat that strip, circular strip, so that it will expand, and we have to fit it, and when it will cool, it will get contracted so that the that slow iron strip will not move or will not come outside of that circular wheel of bullock cart. Therefore, this is nothing but same process is applied here. This jacket is heated so that it expands. Therefore, it can be fitted over the cylinder. When that jacket cools, it gets contracted. Therefore, interference fit is developed. Therefore, as the jacket cools, it tends to contract onto the inner cylinder, which induces residual compressive stresses. There is a shrinkage pressure P between the cylinder and the jacket. The pressure P tends to contract the cylinder and expand the jacket as shown in the figure B and C. See that? Contract the cylinder and expand the jacket. The shrinkage pressure P can be evaluated from the below equation for a given amount of interference. Therefore, delta is equal to this shrinkage. This is known as interference delta is equal to P into D2 divided by E into bracket 2d2 square into bracket d3 square minus d1 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square into d2 square minus d1 square, where E is nothing but modulus of elasticity or Young's modulus of material. The resultant stresses in the compound cylinder are found by superimposing the two stresses due to shrink fit and those due to internal pressure. Therefore, these two equations we have to use while solving the problem. Delta is equal to P d2 upon E into bracket square root in square bracket 2d2 square into d3 square minus d1 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square into d2 square minus d1 square. And this another equation sigma t is equal to P into d3 square plus d2 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square. Therefore, another method, overloading the cylinder. The second method consists of overloading the cylinder before it is put into service. The overloading pressure is adjusted in such a way that a portion of the cylinder near the inner diameter is subjected to stresses in the plastic range, while the outer portion is still in the elastic range. When the pressure is released, the outer portion contracts, exerting pressure on the inner portion, which has undergone permanent deformation. This induces residual compressive stresses at the inner surface. Then third is the wire method. In the third method, a wire under tension is closely wound around the cylinder, which results in residual compressive stresses. Therefore, these are the three methods of pre-stressing the cylinder. First is compound cylinder, then second is overloading the cylinder, and third is the wire method. Now, based upon that earlier two equations, we will see the problems. Therefore, please write down this problem. I will wait for 5 minutes. Okay, now we will solve the problem. Example number 6. A high pressure cylinder consists of a steel tube with inner and outer diameters of 200 mm and 300 mm respectively. It is jacketed by an outer steel tube having an outer diameter of 400 mm. The difference between the outer diameter of the inner cylinder and inner diameter of the jacket before assembly is 0.25 mm. Calculates the shrinkage pressure and maximum tensile stress induced in any of the cylinder. Take Young's modulus of elasticity E is equal to 207 kilonewton per mm square. Therefore, first of all, we will write down the given quantities. Solution. Given data. Therefore, diameters D1 is equal to 200 mm. D2 is equal to 300 mm. D3 is equal to 400 mm. Now they have given delta value. Delta is equal to 0.25 mm and Young's modulus of elasticity E they have given. E is equal to 207 kilonewton per mm square, which is equal to 207 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. Therefore, we will solve the problem now. Now, first of all, they have told us to calculate pressure. Therefore, we have the formula. Delta is equal to P into D2 divided by E into bracket 2D2 square into bracket D3 square minus D square divided by D3 square minus D2 square into D2 square minus D1 square. Therefore, substitute the values. Delta is equal to 0.25. P into D2. D2 is 300 divided by 207 into 10 raised to 3 into bracket 2 into 300 square into bracket 400 square minus 200 square divided by d3 square minus d2 square. D3 means 400 square minus 300 square into bracket d2 square, that is 300 square minus 200 square. Therefore, calculate pressure P in Newton per mm square. All the students should calculate. Hello, Pranay, what is the answer? Hello, hello, what is the answer? Okay, I think. Hello, Pranay. What is the answer? I think no one is calculating, huh? Therefore, P we are getting it as 27.95 Newton per mm square. Now we will calculate maximum tensile stress. Sorry. Maximum tensile stress sigma T is equal to P into D3 square plus D2 square divided by D3 square minus D2 square, which is equal to 27.95 into bracket. D3 square means 400 square plus 300 square divided by 400 square minus 300 square. What is sigma T? Pranay? Hello? Anyone is Anyone is calculating?
Hello, sir.
What is the answer? Hello?
99.85.
Correct. 99.85 Newton per mm square. Now, again, based on this type, we will see another problem. Therefore, write down this example 7. A high pressure cylinder consists of a steel tube with inner and outer diameters of 30 mm and 60 mm respectively. It is jacketed by an outer steel tube having an outer diameter of 90 mm. The tubes are assembled by shrinkage process in such a way that maximum principal stress induced in any tube is limited to 80 Newton per mm square. Calculate the shrinkage pressure and the original dimensions of the tubes. Take E is equal to 207 kilonewton per mm square. Now we will solve this problem. Solution. Given diameters D1 is equal to 30 mm, D2 60 mm, then D3 90 mm, and they are given principal stress, that is sigma T 80 Newton per mm square. Value of Young's modulus of elasticity E is equal to 207 kilonewton per mm square, which is equal to 207 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. Now, first of all, we will calculate the pressure P. Therefore, sigma T they have given. From sigma T, we will calculate pressure, shrinkage pressure. Therefore, sigma T is equal to P into bracket D3 square plus D2 square divided by D3 square minus D2 square. Therefore, substitute the values. AT is equal to P into bracket 90 square plus 60 square divided by 90 square minus 60 square. Calculate P, Newton per mm square. Calculate the value.
Two zero eight.
How much? Is it correct?
208.
Or 30.76? How much? Please calculate. Calculate it again. Just to check.
Sir, 30.76.
Yes, correct. 30.76 Newton per mm square. 30.76. Now, pressure they have given. Now they have told us to calculate original dimensions. Therefore, we will calculate delta. Therefore, delta is equal to what is formula? P into D2 upon E into bracket 2D2 square into bracket D3 minus D1 square divided by D3 square minus D2 square into bracket D2 square minus D1 square. Therefore, substitute the value and find out value of delta. Therefore, P is equal to 30.76 into D2. D2 is 60 divided by 207 into 10 raised to 3 into bracket 2 into D2 square means 60 square into bracket D3 square, that is 90 square minus 30 square divided by D3 square minus D2 square means 90 square minus 60 square, and 62 means 60 square minus 30 square. Therefore, calculate value of delta. डिस्प्ले क्या है? Hello, what is the answer? Hello. Anyone please tell? Hmm? Hello, what is the answer? Pranay, what is the answer? Delta. Hello, what is the answer? Just to check, this is point not 38 mm, point not 38 mm. Therefore, dimensions of the tube. Therefore, write down here outer diameter of inner tube of inner tube is equal to 60 mm and inner diameter of outer jacket is equal to 60 minus 0.038, which is equal to 59.96 mm. Therefore, this is the end of the problem. Please write down. We will stop here. Thank you very much.